Hey, I'm Kerry Gregg from our Best of U.S. Homes with Keller Williams in Birmingham, Alabama. I want to talk to you today about what I think is going to happen to the real estate industry in the next couple of years. And if it's done right, it's going to be one of the best things that can happen to real estate agents and their businesses in the future. First of all, let me give you my qualifications. I was born in 1944, so that means I'm 2 years ahead of the baby boomers. I know what the baby boomers are going to be thinking because I'm living it right now. I'm not a multimillionaire. I live in the real world and I have real experiences, so I can identify with probably 90% of the population. I've been in the real estate business for 2 years, which doesn't give me a lot of history, but it does give me a taste of what is happening today in the real world. First of all, let's address the baby boomers. They have driven our economy since 1946 because they are 79 million of the 300 million in our country. They have and will continue to drive our economy until they all pass away, sometime in or around or after 2035. The talk of changing in the real estate industry, and I'm surprised about this, is all focusing on what is going to change it, and that is the technology, photography, video, artificial intelligence, and web portals. When I hear that, it surprised me, particularly when some of the people that are saying it are the ones who are saying it, because it's going to be the why that is going to change the real estate industry, not the what. And the what is, no one wants a real estate agent. Now, I know you being in the real estate industry, you find that difficult to comprehend. But let me put it to you another way. Do you want a doctor? Do you really want a lawyer? Do you really want a dentist? No, they are merely facilitators to get you through a bad situation. That's it. And that's the world that we fall into. If everybody could knock on someone's door and say, here's a check, I want to buy your house, how soon could you be out? And they said, yes, fine, okay, we'd all do it. But it doesn't work that way. The why is that 75% of the real estate owned in the United States is owned by the baby boomers. They didn't save enough for their retirement. The leading edge of bankruptcies in this country right now are baby boomers, senior citizens. And it's because they didn't save enough, and in some cases because they can't sell their houses. 80% of the net worth of the baby boomers are in their homes. The last home they bought somewhere between 20 and 30 years ago. They didn't update it. They may have changed the screen door, they may have put a roof in, they may have done some painting, but they didn't update their kitchens, they didn't update their bathrooms. So the new home buyers who walk in see an awful lot of work they have to do. So the houses kind of linger on the market unless they're in some very hot neighborhoods. So to those other people, they can't get out of their homes. What if some broker came to me, I'll be 74 next month, and said, Kerry, you either need or want to get out of your home, I'll write you a check for the home. Now, I understand, Kerry, it's going to be less than what you would like to get for your home, but let me explain to you why it's going to be more than you would think. I'm going to write you the check, and you're going to move out of your house, and it's going to be empty. I'm going to send in a crew to demolition your house, that is, take everything out that is not current and up to date. And since it's empty, I'm going to get it done in about half the time it would take if you did it. I'm going to bring in my contractors who work for me 365 days a year, have benefits, and are happy working for me. They're going to be able to do it at a price of roughly 50% or less than what it would have cost you. So that's why I, the broker, am going to be able to give you more than you would expect for your house. Now, if you want to see how you can do, you can list it with my agent for 60 days, maybe even 90 days. And if you sell it, good for you. If you don't, the offer is still good, and my agent will then represent me, the broker, as I sell the house for you. How's that sound to you? My God, that's a gift from heaven. Thank you very much. Now let's assume that I don't take the deal, but instead I live in the house for another 10, 15 years and I die in the house. My son lives in Florida, about 450 miles away. Do you think he'll take the broker's deal? You bet he will. He doesn't want to pay the property taxes. He doesn't want to maintain the house. He doesn't want to pay the utilities. He just wants it turned into cash. This is the real estate industry of tomorrow. Now, how does that work out for the buyers in the situation? That same broker is going to have a website portal that's going to use artificial intelligence. As he goes through the pictures of all the houses on the market, he's going to give them a thumbs up or a thumbs down. As he does that, that artificial intelligence is going to narrow his search down to maybe 5 homes in the area and in the price range that he wants to live in. My broker, who has that portal, is now going to say, my agent will set up showings for each of those houses and you can go by and see them. Do you see how this broker is grabbing hold of both the buyers and the sellers in the market? This is the market, or is the business of the future. Now what happens? How does the agent come out on this? Once the closing occurs and the broker is going to own a mortgage company, he's going to have his own lawyers in every city, he's going to have his own title company, everything will be, as someone said just recently, a click away. It'll all be handled for you. When the closing occurs, the agent will introduce, or will probably have already introduced, their property management program. The property management program will contain a package that will include property and casualty insurance, a home maintenance insurance, a system or the opportunity to have all the technology put into your home that you want. It will be a one-stop store where the homeowner now can go when the dishwasher doesn't work and call, and the property manager will take care of it. If the homeowner wants to cut the cord, as they are saying now, and doesn't want to have to do all the research and figure out how to do it and what the best package is for them, the property manager will do that. Who is that property manager? It's the real estate agent. The real estate agent now has a reoccurring source of income. That's what creates a business. It will create a business that can be sold. This is going to be a win-win to some very intelligent, very sharp people who are going to put together the brokerage, who are going to put together the property management company, and who are going to make it easy to buy and sell homes. This is where it's going. This is where we need to be. Who is that going to be? I'm not a betting man, although I do play the stock market. I did buy 1,000 shares of Zillow a week ago, Tuesday, because I think they may be the player. I think Keller Williams could be a player because Keller Williams is the only active broker who is talking anything about technology. Everybody else is talking about cutting the agent's fees and finding ways to shortcut the agent. No mention of how to serve the consumer better. No mention of a property management agent. No mention of making it possible for me not to have to deal with DirecTV, with my phone company, with my internet service. Someone who does it on a daily basis and can do it for me and make my life more comfortable. That's who's going to dominate this industry. That's who I want to be with. If I'm betting, it's going to be Zillow. It might be Keller Williams, or it could be Amazon.com. Yes, folks, the real estate industry is going to change, and I want to be a part of it. I want to be a part of something bigger than myself. So let's grow our businesses together, and let's be a part of this change. Always nice talking to you.